Hey everybody, Fishing Fool here again, and this is the Spyderco Salt 1. I have not done a knife review in a long time due to other things that I've gotten into, guns, fishing, work, you name it. It's just taken me away from knives. But I've had this knife for about a year now, and I wanted to really put it through its paces before I gave it an honest review. But I'll tell you what, this knife is absolutely, it's amazing. I've probably washed this thing twice since I've used it, just to, give that H1 steel a go and see if it would actually rust, and it hasn't. And I've used it in an EDC, I've used it for fishing, and for the most part it just sits at the house until I go fishing, but I usually when I get the chance to go fishing, this thing is in my pocket. But I liked it so much that I went ahead and bought this little guy. That is the Ladybug Salt, and that is in my EDC bag every day, and sometimes it will sit in my tackle box. But it has not been washed either, and neither of these knives have a speck of rust on them. I know it's kind of hard to see because I'm filming this on my GoPro, but neither of these knives has an ounce of rust on it. And I've used them a lot. And I bought another product, which it has been in my EDC bag and has been beat to heck and back, but it's the Works Field Sharpener. And I absolutely love this thing. This thing is in my EDC bag with me every single day, and I sharpen knives all the time because everybody I work with does not know how to do it, and I am the knife sharpening guy. But another cool product, I'll probably do a review on this later. It's got guides to help you sharpen. It's got a light stone, heavy stone, and it's got a strop, and you got other stuff here. The what the heck do you call this? It's the well, I can't think of it. I'll probably think of it while I'm doing this review. But anyhow, of course, this is the star of the show, and if you know me, I love Spydercos. And to give you a little perspective of size, this is the Delica, and it's really comparable to this knife here, the Salt 1. This has VG10 steel, and this has the H1 steel. They're gonna be about the same in edge retention. If you're using it in an EDC, you're probably gonna have to sharpen it at least once a week. It's not a very hard steel, and I'm not really sure what the Rockwell hardness is of it, but this is a good comparison. They're about the same, other than this does not have steel liners in it. It's a very light knife, and it comes in at 2 ounces, which is super light. This one is light, and this went backpacking with me, and I took it out fishing one time, and there's rust or little pits all over it from one day, and I fish in saltwater, so that was the main reason behind buying this knife. And this has volcano texturing. It's FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon. This knife has sort of the same, it's like a bi-directional texturing, I think. But they share the same handle, fiberglass reinforced nylon. It's got good jimping on both knives. But you can see there's a difference in the blade shape. This is the leaf shape. This has got like a sheep's foot almost. It's got a rounded edge, so you don't stab yourself while you're cutting bait or whatever you use it for. And it comes in all the different sizes. You've got the Pacific, which is like the Endura, really long knife, which I wouldn't mind having for cutting bigger bait. But for the most part, I cut ladyfish, mullet, line, whatever. Excuse me. Just about anything to do with fishing, I use this knife for, and it's super light, it sits in my pocket. And they even have on eBay I don't think County Com has it anymore, but the Kydex sheath for this, when closed, it covers this up and you can use it as a neck knife, and which would be cool, but I have this knife and it's always in my pocket. But I'm always a huge fan of Spyderco, and this has always been one of my favorite knives, the Paramilitary 2. Not something I'm going to take out fishing. Neither that or the Delica or the Endura, because I have this now, and this thing has proven itself. It just does not rust, and it has decent edge retention. But anyways, let's get into some of the dimensions on it. Its overall length is 7 inches. Its closed length is 4 inches. Its blade thickness is 0.093. The blade length is 3 inches. Your cutting edge from here to here is 2.687 of an inch. Of course, the blade steel is H1 out of Seki City, Japan, just like the Delica, but this is VG10. And your handle is FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon, and the H1 steel is a pH steel, meaning it is a precipitation processed alloy that is hard rolled without heat treating, and 1% nitrogen that acts like carbon in the steel matrix. Yeah, that's a lot of crap that probably doesn't mean anything to you, but that's what's in the steel. But it does not act like chlorine, making it rust. All the hardware is all H1, even the lock bar, everything other than the pocket clip. The pocket clip itself is titanium to keep it light, and of course the titanium won't rust either. And the pocket clip can either be on this side or this side, and it is tip up only. There is no option for tip down carry, which is like this. It is only tip up configuration, which that's the way I carry all my knives anyhow. But other than that, it's just a awesome knife. And if you work around or are just around saltwater and you want a knife that you're not going to worry about rusting, this is the one to get. They run, I think I paid $60 for this on Amazon, and the Ladybug I think runs about like $40, but it's the same H1 steel, and they have all different sizes, all kinds of different blade shapes. They have that claw style with the serrations and all that mess, but this is the one that I wanted because it's the closest to the Delica, and this was my EDC for a long time. You can see, well, it's kind of hard to tell because it's on a GoPro, but there's a lot of wear on this blade, and it's same with this, cutting bait and line and being pulled in and out of my pocket 100 times. But my honest opinion of the knife is it's awesome. You get what you pay for, and it's going to last a long time. And I've had it for a year and there's not an ounce of rust on it. That volcano texturing does show a little bit of dirt, but I got it in the yellow so that way if I were to drop it off the side, I'd be able to see it in the water. They do make it in a black handle, but I opted for the yellow just for that, and it could be possibly used as a signaling apparatus if you were in the water or something, I don't know. But anyhow, that's my take on the knife, and I hope you enjoyed this review. There's probably 100 other reviews on this knife, but I figured I'd do my own take on it and just give you my opinion of the knife since I haven't done a review in a while. And I'm sure you will see this in later videos that I do. But anyhow, I'm the Fishing Fool. Like and subscribe. You know, that way this can get out to other people and they can get an honest opinion of the knife. And I hope you guys will start liking these videos, because I only get maybe 1 or 2 per each, so I'm trying to build my channel, and if you like or share these videos, it helps my channel grow. So anyhow, that's my review. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.